This is the best competition of its type anywhere in the world, and it will change the winner's life forever.
Look at the scholars that have won it and look where they've gone on to be, not just 2-star, 3-star Michelin chefs, but leaders in their industry.
This is the Oscars of the competition world.
Putting your wits against the best in your category, in your peers, and you could win it.
Welcome to the Roux Scholarship 2025, live from Coworth Park. Introducing your hosts, Elena Roux and Michelle Roux.
Right, glasses on. Good evening and welcome to the Roux Scholarship 2025. Since the very first Roux Scholar was announced in 1984, we have crowned 40 scholars who have gone on to influence some of the world's greatest restaurants.
And tonight we get to announce the 41st Roux Scholar. But what does it mean to win the Roux Scholarship?
We caught up with the 2023 scholar, April Partridge, to ask her more about her winner's journey so far and to find out a bit more about what she's been up to.
Oh, God.
The Roux Scholarship winner is
April Partridge.
That was so wild. In that moment, I was so blinkered, like all I could see was like my mum. And I went to my mum and I put my hands around her and I said, what the has just happened? Hi, I'm April Partridge and I am the 2023 Roux Scholarship winner. I don't think that I will ever have another year in my life like the last year. It's given me an opportunity which I don't think a lot of people get to really say like, okay, you're a chef and you've done this for so many years, but like, what do you really love? Go chase it. The two destinations that I went to for my bespoke program were Australia and Mexico. The two things that I loved that I wanted to learn more about were fish, and so I thought, okay, who's doing it the best in the world right now? Josh Nyland, got the old merch on for that. That was like ridiculous, amazing. And I wanted to learn about bread. I went to work with Elena Arzak, who was actually named the world's best female chef, I think last year. It was actually just so amazing. And then all the other sponsors, you know, going to Soutes and seeing what they do. They're going down to Cornwall for a few days. That trip was incredible. I loved meeting everybody at Soutes. Got to go to Champagne on a trip and I took Harry, who's the senior sous chef at the Lebris. That was really amazing. All of the prizes you get to go on are incredible, but like the prize that you win from being a Roux Scholar is that family that you join. That's the ultimate prize. Money cannot buy you that experience of being part of such a wonderful group of people. Hospitality can get a bit of a bad rap, but there's so much good. And I do think that this group of people really emulate all of the good things in hospitality, and I'm really proud to be a part of that. The last year has given me a chance to really find the things that give me joy and the things that give me pleasure, and realise that something that I really enjoyed is actually a real passion. The competition will give you as much as you want from it. You just got to be willing to lap it all up and enjoy it, you know? It's once in a lifetime, you know? It's like winning the chef's lottery.
Winning the chef's lottery, I love that. It really looks as though April has embraced the life of a scholar to the full. As has Carol, who is currently on his stage at Frantzen in Stockholm and has also been to Japan to stage at Cézanne with Daniel Calvert. He still has several more experiences to go, so we can't wait to hear how he gets on.
One of the most rewarding aspects of the Roux Scholarship for us is celebrating the success of our scholars. And so we wanted to take a minute to share some of the achievements from this past year.
The biggest news so far in 2025 is that Mark Birchall's Moore Hall won its 3rd Michelin star. This makes Mark the first Roux Scholar to win 3 Michelin stars for his own restaurant. We couldn't be prouder of him and his team. We were also delighted to celebrate Roux Scholar Tom Barnes, who won his first Michelin star for Scoff, and with Spencer Metzger, who won a star at Row on 5. We were very proud of all the Roux Scholars who retained their stars this year, including Sat Baines at Restaurant Sat Baines, Luke Selby at Le Manoir au Quatre Saisons, Kenneth Culhane at the Dysart Petersham, Adam Smith at Woven, Simon Holstone at The Elephant, Rishikesh Desai at Cedar Tree at Farnham Hall, Dan Cox at Crocodon Farm, and Steve Drake at Sorrel. In other news, Martin Carabut has recently joined Gravetye Manor in Sussex as the executive chef, and Andrew Jones has traded the sunny climes of the Caribbean for the sunshine of the Seychelles, with a new role as executive chef of the North Island private island. Ollie Williamson is working at Alexandra Mazia's signature restaurant for Martel in Cognac. Steve Drake has a brush with Hollywood as his restaurant Sorrel was used in the filming of Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh's film We Live in Time. Steve was also an advisor in the film. Finally, we were delighted to bring together the biggest number of scholars ever at our event at the Dorchester in October, and Jodie Hines took a fantastic picture of them all lined up in their Bragard jackets.
It's wonderful to hear about all the success our scholars have had this year. And of course, the event at the Dorchester last October was a wonderful celebration of the scholarship's 40 years and a truly memorable reflection on our father's legacy.
In other news, I'm especially proud of my daughter and Diego, my son-in-law, and her team at Caractère for their first Michelin star. I don't know if Diego's here, actually. I think he's looking after the grandson, isn't he? He's only allowed down once he's sleeping. Before we continue, we would like to say a few thank yous, quite a lot of thank yous, actually. Thank you to the Institute of Hospitality, who helped coordinate and run the competition. To Carolyn Boyd, our PR and communications manager, for her hard work. And to Caroline Witz, our events coordinator. Oh, is that me again? No, it's you.
It's me.
Get a move on.
Can I have your glasses, please? Thank you to the colleges that hosted us during the regional finals. A warm thank you to our sponsors, without whom none of this would be possible. And thank you to Jodie Hines for the photography and to the team at Stepping Stone Media.
Thank you to everyone here at Coworth Park and the Alain Roux Culinary School, and to all the team at the kitchen for making sure the competition ran so smoothly.
Thank you to all the chefs who entered the competition this year, to the regional finalists, and of course, the 6 finalists that competed today.
And of course, thank you to all our supporters, to everyone who has joined us here tonight, as well as those who are watching online. We would also like to thank our team of judges for all their hard work. Yes, it was hard work, of course, during the recipe judging, the regional finals, and the final. Vice Chairman Brian Turner, Andre Garrett, Sat Baines, Claire Smith, James Martin, Simon Holston, Rachel Humphrey, Angela Hartnett.
Wait. Was Angela there? She arrived 5 minutes late, sorry.
Yes, the less said about that, the better, Angela, isn't it? Emily Roux and Adam Smith. Yeah, there, a round of applause.
Yeah, judging is very important. So tonight, our scholars will win up to £12,000 for their career development and a host of incredible prizes, including
a visit with Aubrey Allen to Ireland, an olive oil harvest experience with Filippo Berio at the Toscana Saporita estate in Tuscany, a lunch and consultation session with Gratt Brothers,
a guided meet and greet tour with Flying Fish in Cornwall, an invitation for a personal consultation and fitting at the Bragard showroom in London. They do large sizes.
Extra large, chef.
And so much more.
But now, for the reason that we're all gathered here tonight, not to see us two up here, we have 6 extraordinarily talented chefs in this year's final who have all worked incredibly hard today.
And one of them will win the title of the Roux Scholar 2025. But before we make that announcement, let's find out a little more about them.
First up on our screens, we'll be introduced to Catherine Oltham.
Hi, I'm Catherine Oltham and I'm a chef de partie at Helen de Rose at the Connaught. I love baking because that's kind of where cooking started for me. I kind of started baking when I was quite young and that grew into me going into this career. So today is a prep day. It's a bit different to normal service because we're just getting ready for the week really. I feel like since I've been at Helen de Rose I've learnt loads. It constantly challenges you and you're constantly learning more, but that is how you improve and that's what I like about it.
It's 3 Michelin stars, so there's no room for error. And Catherine is someone who's striving for excellence every single day.
I entered the Roux Scholarship to push myself, to challenge myself and to try and learn as much as possible because that is kind of what this competition is about for me.
She brings this positive spirit every day to Helen de Rose. Catherine can win for sure.
I mean, to win would be an amazing opportunity in order to just really develop as a chef.
Well, Catherine, working at Helen de Rose, 3 Michelin star, what's it like?
Well, I mean, it's an amazing place to work, really, because you're just surrounded by people who all love doing the same thing that you love doing as well. And, you know, every day, everyone is trying super hard. So it's, you know, it's hard work, but it's great fun at the end of the day.
Yeah. Was it as hard as the Roux Scholarship?
No
need to answer that one. No need to answer. Right, next up, let's find out more about Liam Anderson.
Some days, obviously, is more challenging than others, but I love cooking, I love being here, I love pushing myself to be the best I can be. Hi, I'm Liam Anderson and I'm the head chef at Midsummer House Restaurant in Cambridge. What gives me the most satisfaction in the kitchen is we spend quite a lot of time on the development. Something that you've envisioned gets onto the menu. I think that's quite a rewarding process. This here is a buckwheat sablé. We try and utilise all of the products. There's no wastage. We do an asparagus sauce. All of the shrimp, we ferment it, we dice it up, we cook through a relish that goes on top of the langoustine. It's about utilising everything.
For Liam to enter the Roux Scholarship, it was a big thing. He's got that mentality to push himself, to be strong and to be consistent on what he does.
Table 6 for weekday lunch.
He's an amazing all-rounder. I'd be extremely proud if Liam does very well.
To win the Roux Scholarship would be massive, sort of testament to the hard work I've put in over my career and to sort of be on a pedestal of the past winners, and that would be amazing.
Liam, I can see how important it is for you, your team, and your colleague at work is for you.
Yeah, we have a great team, great group of lads, and obviously the chef is a huge mentor in my life, so we've worked together for nearly 6 years. It's a long time to be with one man, so it's good, yeah.
Oh, he's a great chef, you mean, yeah?
Oh, fantastic.
He's one of the best in the country.
Oh, for sure.
Right, moving swiftly on. Next up. Next up, let's find out more about Erin Jackson-Yates.
Hi, I'm Erin Jackson-Yates and I'm head chef at Bar Valette. I'm a real outdoors person. I love to go on a walk, go for a run, swimming, when the weather's right, go to the sea. My biggest love in life is definitely food. My mum, she baked with us all as kids and I just assumed that everyone knew how to cook and everyone loved it. At 16, I realised that that is actually a career choice. I could actually just spend my life cooking.
I love working with Erin and her care and attention to detail, helping bring Bar Valette to life.
Bar Valette is a southern French, Spanish-inspired restaurant. A lot of food cooked on the barbecue. I was brought in to open the restaurant. It's been a great experience because I've learned a lot along the way which I'll be able to use in my future.
I can't wait to see what the future holds for Erin. I think she's going places.
Winning the Roux Scholarship would be life-changing. I've seen the effect it's had on other people and the doors it opens, and I don't think you could ask for anything else.
So, Erin, setting up a restaurant from scratch is a big challenge. How did you find that?
I've learned a lot of things over the past couple of months. It's been a challenge some days more than others, but you know, things that I'll use in my future when I open a restaurant of my own, so I'm really grateful for it.
Fantastic, and you've got the right spirit there. You've got a great team with you too.
Yeah, small but mighty, yeah.
Exactly, that's the spirit. Thank you. Right, next up, let's find out about Craig Johnson.
My name is Craig Johnson and I'm the head chef at Angler Restaurants. I think what sets our cooking apart is using influences from a sort of a global platform, flavours from all over to really enhance the ingredients that we're working with. I entered the Roux Scholarship this year for two reasons mainly. One, with this year being the last year that I can enter, and also the fact that I am working in a fish restaurant, and this year's brief was to come up with a dish using red gurnard. I thought it was quite serendipitous, so I thought it's about time I entered. When I'm not in the kitchen, I'm spending time with my fiancée. We're getting married later on this year in the summer, so it's a big year for us.
Craig getting into the final of the Roux Scholarship is so exciting. He's worked incredibly hard throughout his career, so the fact that he's been recognised is such a testament to all his hard work and the passion that he puts into every day.
Congratulations on your engagement, Craig.
Thank you.
So, now, how are the plans for the wedding?
It's less than 3 months away, so it's all in motion.
Hurry up, yeah. Someone's impatient.
Any beef on the menu?
There is beef, but not beef shin on this occasion.
Right, yes. Up next, let's meet Oliver Robinson.
I love it. I love what I do, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else. I'm the senior sous chef at Coworth Park, and together with the rest of the senior team, we oversee all the outlets at Coworth Park. When I'm not in the kitchen, I like to be outdoors a lot. I spend a lot of the time in the garden and foraging. I love gardening because I find it so therapeutic and so relaxing. So this is Sweet Sicily. It's used for infusions in cream, ice creams, parfaits. It's always been a dream of mine to be a part of this competition. It's the one that every chef wants to get into.
I feel so happy that Ollie has got into the Roux Scholarship final. He's one of the most friendly guys in the kitchen, and he can just be thrown into any situation.
Winning the Roux Scholarship is an incredible opportunity to me. The support throughout your career that you get with the Roux Scholarship is priceless.
Oliver, how does it feel to be up here when all your mates are down there getting dinner ready?
To be honest, it's a lot nicer to be this side than it is in the kitchen. But I'm sure the team at Coworth Park here is incredible, and they'll do us justice tonight.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Thank you, Oliver. And lastly, let's meet Nicoletta Theophili Takidou. I think I got that right.
I love the adrenaline and how maybe we should get this guy instead. My name is Nicoletta and I'm a sous chef at Restaurant Associates.
Nicoletta's best attribute has to be her focus. She is brilliant, she's an amazing leader and a formidable force.
I actually grew up in Greece. I used to spend a lot of time with my grandma in the kitchen, and the love and affection that she showed with the food that she was making was incredible, and that's why I ended up being in the kitchen. Just wanted to be like her, to be honest. When I'm not in the kitchen, you can find me play football with my friends. I really love team sports. It's kind of similar to working in the kitchen because we all work as a team to deliver the same kind of goal.
To be honest, she's such an incredible talent. We wanted to back her to apply for the Roux Scholarship because we thought, and we still do believe, that she could win it.
Being a Man United fan, I'd rather not talk about football.
Well, I bet you can't wait for next season, eh?
Yeah, can you play? we need a striker, I tell you, or maybe two strikers. But absolutely 100% teamwork, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's some great similarities between a football team and a kitchen brigade. I mean, each member has to be a great team player in order to deliver the same goal.
Absolutely, that is so true. And it's true in the kitchen and it's true on the pitch. So, over to you, sir.
And they are all here, our wonderful finalists for 2025.
We are delighted this year to have someone very special join us as the Honorary President of Judges. But before we welcome her on stage, let's head to San Sebastián, Spain, for a quick visit to 3-star Michelin restaurant Arzak, where she is the 4th generation of her family to run the kitchen.
When I was a child, I always wanted to be a chef, no? And I said, oh, how much I need to learn. Arzak exists since 1897. So I'm the 4th generation in chefs in my family. And I grew up with the Michelin stars. We never change a plate until we find a new one so good as the plate is now. It will be related to the Basque area with a lot of emotion because we like to transmit that emotion to the plates. My father said always, Elena, you need to be surrounded by young chefs because they have no limits for their creativity. The Roux Scholarship is incredible. They give the opportunity to young chefs to build their own career in their own way. I will look at them and see how they work, if they arrange very well the plate, if they take care of the taste, because the taste for me is the most important, and also the creativity. For me, that they came to the final is already like a prize. Enjoy the situation and be yourself. Talent is the engine of the good gastronomy. And the Roux Scholarship, perhaps if they didn't exist, we didn't know that talent.
Please welcome on stage Elena Arzak.
Chef Elena, tell us, how did you find your final today?
Bueno, good evening, everybody. I think, thank you for the nice video. I think in the video is everything said, but I will add something. First of all, then I will answer your question. First of all,
right. I'll say it again.
I need to tell you, to the audience and to the finalists, that our first contact to the British food from my father was with your parents, with your both parents, and me with you. You understand? And now I'm very grateful for that. No, imagine they are they learned me everything about when I was very young. I spent 6 months in La Gavroche when I was 19 years old, and they told me how I improve. So it was really good. So, and I'm very privileged to be today here because I knew it was going to be amazing. Amazing. All the judges that were before told me, Elena, you will see, it's the best British food you will find nowadays with the young people. As I said in the video, thanks to these competitions, they will be known and they are our future, of the good gastronomy.
So I saw a lot of things, lot of interesting ideas, and what I like is that they are with their own personality and identity. And this is very important for being in a restaurant and being a chef. Okay?
Was there anything in particular that you were looking for when you were judging?
Well, I expected, of course, a very high level that I found. And it was very difficult for the jury, because the jury is an incredible jury. You understand? I know them, and it's the best of Britain that are here. And I expected new techniques, new ideas, a new presentation, and also good flavor. For me, the flavor is, and they take care of that because, today we can do innovation, but please don't forget the flavor that is cooking and eating is still a pleasure and very important.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It is nearly time to find out who will be crowned this year's winner. But first, let's look at how our 6 wonderful finalists performed in today's challenge.
Here we are at the Waterside Inn in Bray, and we've got 6 competitors battling it out to become this year's 2025 Roux Scholar.
Good morning, finalists. Great to see you. You're here. Congratulations on that, because it's a great achievement to be a finalist. So, the dish that we want you to cook for the final of 2025 is a Winford Wagyu shank with bone marrow, borlotti beans, and Basque-style stuffed potatoes.
Before stepping into the kitchen, I'm feeling very nervous.
Happy nerves, but also nerves.
There were so many amazing ingredients on that table.
Exciting to have some of the kind of Basque influenced ones and see where I can go with that.
I think I'm ready. I think I'm as ready as I can be.
You going in party?
Yeah, something like that. Ask me in 3 hours and we'll see how I am then.
I'm very excited today because the level of the talent cooking today is incredible.
What I'm hoping to see is what they're capable of, which is the best. They're really good chefs. I know they can cook. I just want them to prove themselves today.
I mean, they're all equally as strong as each other. They've got all different skill sets.
But they're all doing very different things. The way that they're cutting the meats, how they're cooking it. So hopefully we will get 6 very, very different plates of food.
This final, I think, is going to be one of the toughest to judge.
The level is very high. I have my opinion, but now we need to contrast with the others.
Now, I know it's a cliche, but in my eyes, you're all winners, really. Honestly, you put in a shift today, and it wasn't an easy one. So well done to all of you, 6 great chefs. Thank you.
And so, without further ado, Elena, here is the golden envelope.
Bueno,
Would you like to do the honors?
Before opening it, I say thank you again. Thank you for the Basque touch that really, for me, was completely unexpected. And also, I want to say to the families that you support them and you understand them and you really believe in what they do, no? So, and it's very important for them, no? And also, thank you again, and now I will open the envelope. And the winner of the Roux Scholarship 2025 is Craig Johnston.
champagne ou pas? Non? Vous avez champagne?
Speechless?
Not really, no.
Go on, say a few words.
This will help. Here you are.
That will soften the blow. No, I mean, yeah, it's just a testament, I guess, my hard work to all the chefs that I've worked with over the years. Well, one of them being this man here as well, Mr. Marcus Waring. But yeah, just everyone that's helped me along my way, and I guess it's down to you guys now as well to help me along with my future. Thank you.
If you now feel inspired to enter the Roux Scholarship or know someone who you think should enter, then don't forget, the next competition launches in October. Details of how to enter are on the website.
But for now, thanks for joining us and congratulations once again to the 2025 Roux Scholar, Craig Johnson. Right, okay. Thank you for watching, everyone, online, unless it's been cut off. Bye. Finalists, please stay on the stage for your certificates. And sponsors, please stand by to be called up on stage for your photos in alphabetical order. Winner, please stay behind as well because there'll be an interview to come. And that is it. Drinks and dinner will be served when we're finished.